That I thought were interesting. Um, there's been a huge crisis for the last couple of decades of honeybees dying off, and they appear to have finally solved the problem. There's something about missing nutrients, and they found a way to make a better food for them, which causes them to reproduce 15 times more. So that's good news for all of us because we need the honeybees to pollinate the crops. And there's been a huge collapse disorder, cutting down the number of honeybees for a long time.
So, teacher, it
Yeah,
took place in Huntington Beach?
what's that?
Took place in Huntington Beach, huh?
The only word I understood was beach. What?
Huntington Beach,
Huntington Beach. Yeah, what
Yes,
about
I
it?
see. I was there about 1 year ago.
Yeah?
I moved to San Francisco from
Yeah.
California. Yes,
All right.
with my family.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, well, anyway, uh, Elon Musk has been implanting humans with his brain chip. I've been hearing about this for many years. The early trials were very unsatisfactory. The animals kept dying, but now there's a man that's had it implanted for 18 months, and he says it's wonderful. He's been completely paralyzed, and now he can control a computer with his brain. So it does seem to work, and it seems like it will be moving forward. Elon Musk's contribution to this is that his chip sends 1,000 electrodes into the motor cortex, which is more invasive than what previous ones have done, but it seems to work. And he says it's very easy to learn how to use. So that's a good sign. This is getting a lot of attention. I learned about a year ago how dangerous password managers are. I still recommend using them because the only alternative for most people is to use the same password everywhere, and that's much worse. But if anybody gets the ability to execute code on your machine, they can steal the data from your password manager. And there's a new flaw in browsers where they can open an invisible page and trick you into clicking on something which feeds the data to a bad person from your password manager. So people are getting excited about that, and they're planning to patch this one, but it doesn't solve the fundamental problem that the data is sitting unencrypted in RAM all the time. And anybody that gets even user account access to your machine is then able to steal all the data in your password manager. And this is a new one. One common problem anyone popular has is that if they write a book or they make movies or music, very soon other people make imitations of that with AI and sell it on Amazon and such. And so this woman makes folk music, and people started contacting her and saying her new album was wonderful, but she didn't make it. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody actually like that stuff. In general, the content is very low quality, and everyone gets very angry about it. But here, people thought her new album was very good, and yet she got it taken down saying it didn't meet her standards. And this is, of course, the message of everybody these days is AI is getting better. And people are beginning to think that the enthusiasts that want you to invest money are saying it's going to replace all the humans and we won't have to work anymore. I doubt that, but it is getting more convincing. And this is one I've been hearing for many years. People say their phone must be having the microphone turned on because every time they talk about something, ads about that thing will just appear. And they say that our ad targeting is coming from my phone listening to you. And there are occasional ad targeting companies that advertise this capability. But here's the EFF, or, well, it's linked from EFF, but this article claims this is probably not true. What it probably is the extremely detailed profile they can purchase about you is far more accurate at predicting what you want than you think it is. And this is something that happened, I think, to one of the major retailers, like Target, about 10 years ago. They profiled people based on their purchases, and they were able to tell when a woman was pregnant based on her purchases, and they would then send you a pregnancy catalog, and they had angry fathers coming in saying, "What is this? You think my daughter is pregnant? But she's a good girl. She wouldn't do that." And yet it was true. And they found out that they had to change the mailer to not include just pregnancy-related items, but also to add things like farm tools and lawnmowers to it so it was less obvious. But the fact is, if somebody can track some part of your life, like what web pages you go to or what you buy, they can make a very accurate profile of you, enough that they seem so accurate that you think they must be listening to your conversation. Well, that's the argument here, and that's pretty convincing. Although it's technically possible to turn on the microphone and listen to everything you say, I think no large company will do that because it's too dangerous legally. Anyway, that's all the news I wanted to talk about now.